Claude is going absolutely insane right now with these brand new updates. And look, while everybody else out there is wasting time building basic chatbot wrappers or trying to flip standard AI agents, almost nobody realizes that the ultimate threat to real AI OnlyFans creators is unfolding at this exact moment. If you take the reasoning power of Claude and combine it with the mind-blowing generation tools we have access to today, you can fully monetize a hyper-realistic AI model. No, this isn't just a small internet side hustle, and I'm definitely not talking about a cheap online scam. I'm talking about launching a legitimate business that mirrors the exact corporate agencies pulling in millions of dollars a month right now, just like Sophie Rain. Except, with synthetic models, we hold the ultimate asymmetric leverage. You don't need to invest a massive amount of capital, and you don't have to burn all your hours doing the tedious grunt work, because Claude handles the core logic for us. In this complete guide, I'm walking you through every single step using the most modern, advanced framework possible for 2026. I'm gonna show you exactly how to architecture a winning girl next door persona, how to generate ultra realistic images that look casual and amateur instead of fake, and how to clone custom voices, and how to configure an AI friendly profile on FanView to start printing cash. I'm even pulling back the curtain on my private direct messaging chatting strategy that seamlessly converts raw traffic into high tier paying subscribers. If you act early and become one of the first very to implement this, this is hands down the greatest AI gold rush opportunity on the web today. So get your pens ready, write all this down, and welcome to AIOFM. Alright, so first of all, we need to have a niche for an AIOF model, because without a niche, we don't know who we're targeting, and then we just won't get enough views so we can convert them to high paying whales. Now, as you see in Claude, I have a prompt for us. Deconstruct the OnlyFans economy through the lens of creator sub-niches, emotional buyer triggers, financial behaviors, psychological attachment. Claude is going to make a whole grid for us with a step-by-step with niches and everything we need so we can pinpoint who we are targeting. Alright, here we got what we asked for. Here are the sub niches. We got adult content, core content, the highest volume. We have fitness and wellness. We have celebrity influencer. We have lifestyle hobby. We have companionship or a GFE, educational or skills, and fetish specialist. So for today, I'm probably going to be choosing, for the lifestyle hobby, I'm going to be choosing art and fetish specialist because it's high CPM and a lower niche base. And for the emotional demand, the buyer triggers, we have loneliness, isolation, fantasy fulfillment, perceived reciprocity, status and exclusivity, validation seeking, curiosity, taboo pool, and escapism. I'm gonna be choosing fantasy fulfillment for the emotional demand on this test. And then we have the financial behaviors, the spending patterns. We have casual browsers, regular subscribers, heavy tippers, and whales. I'm going to be targeting whales. You can target whatever you want. Same goes for everything above, but I'm just using these for the example for this tutorial. Then we have the revenue mechanics, subscriptions, pay-per-view, tips, tributes, and custom requests. We're just going to be having a broad example going through everything here. And then we have the final but most important, the psychological attachment retention mechanics. We have parasocial bond, variable reward, sunk cost lock-in, curated vulnerability, platform gamification, scarcity urgency, and co-creation illusion. We're going to be doing the parasocial bond because it fits well with the sub-niche we're going to be doing, the artsy sub-niche girl. We're gonna be continuing this in the next part. Alright, so next, because we have just mapped out the type of sub niche and the type of content we will be pushing for an AOFM girl, we're gonna have to start generating images of her. So the prompt I'm gonna be using is describe the aesthetic of an artsy girl that is a language student in college, so I can generate an image of her. This is relatable with our art. we're going to be choosing educational skills as well. So that's why she's a language student in college. And here in a second, uh, Claude is going to generate us a description of the girl, so we'll be able to use that in the future image generation. Alright, so we got Claude to describe the girl, the artsy girl for us. Here's what came out. But what we actually need for the image generation is a passport type photo, so we can actually have a real picture, so it doesn't glitch out or something, or so the image doesn't change later when we make future generations. And the prompt I'm using is make it a passport type, a front photo, not literally on a passport, just the style. We'll be sending that and we'll get the answer shortly. Alright, so now we have the description. Don't even look at these. For the passport type of front face photo that we need so we can generate the images. This is what came out. Now we're going to be going to Pinterest to find a girl that will suit our artsy theme. Alright, so after we got our prompt that we'll be using to make the AI girl we will need, now we have to find the girl that we will be using for references on our image. The best is Asian girl, but we have to look out for AI pictures, because if we find an AI picture and use it, our generation is going to come out super bad. So I have to find one. Let's see. AI. Here, this looks good. This doesn't look like AI, so we'll be using this images for now. Alright, so now that we got the image of the Asian girl, we'll be moving on to generating the artsy girl by using that reference image that we just downloaded. So, for today we're going to be using WaveSpeed. It is by far the best AI generation site in the game right now. It's super cheap, it's super upfront. We don't have any credits or monthly subscriptions. You just add a dollar amount and generate images for merely cents. I'll be leaving a link to WaveSpeed in the description down below of this video. So first we're going to be adding the prompt that we got from Claude, if you guys remember a while back. Then we will add the reference image. Then we will choose the aspect ratio to be 9.16 for the story. It's like an iPhone ratio. We'll be doing 1K resolution in this video, but for future reference, you guys should do 2K, as it is better. You guys should do high quality as well. And we're just going to add the reference image now, and then we're going to generate the AI image of the girl for our AI model. Alright, the image just got generated perfectly. We have a front passport photo, and nothing changed about her face. It looks fully realistic. We even have some freckles and everything. Her face is glossening. Now we're going to use a new prompt so we can get a side profile, so we can use both photos for future videos and images, so we don't mess up the generation and change her face over time. The prompt we're going to be using is turn her face to the side to show her side profile face. We're going to generate that without changing anything about the aspect ratio, resolution, quality, format. Just keep everything the same. Now, after the image just got perfectly generated, a one-on-one passport photo that we can use for future references. Now we're going to be changing the prompt to a very simple prompt. And the prompt is turn it to the side to show your side face profile. We're going to use the new image as a reference image, so it doesn't change anything about her, even the hair, so it keeps the artsy style. We're going to keep all the same settings, the aspect ratio, resolution, quality, and format. But, for you guys, it's going to be 2K resolution and high quality. After I generate these images, I'll be back with you guys in the next part. Alright, so now that we got the front and side profile for the AI girl, we're going to going back to Claude so we can get a new prompt for video generation. The prompt I use is very simple, and because it's that simple, it asked me some questions because it didn't fully understand what I was asking it. The prompt was, make me a prompt for a viral IG reel for a girl. Claude asked me, what kind of prompt you need? I said, AI generator prompt. He asked, what vibe or niche fits her best? I just said, just a short video, maybe her sitting in a car or something like that, and just saying something that will have a good hook. Good hooks or key in the IG Reel space. Then he gave me this prompt here that I'll be using. Now I'll be going back to wave speed so we can generate that video. Now we're back in wave speed, and the first thing we're gonna need is a starting frame. So the way we get a starting frame is, since it's probably gonna be a car video, I found a girl on Pinterest again that is in a car, and then I'll just be sending the front faced passport photo that we generated over here, since we will not be needing the side face in this generation because it is only the starting frame and we don't have to complicate too much. So now I'm going to do the aspect ratio. If you guys remember last time, everything's the same. Just put a 2K resolution, high quality. Now this is the prompt I'm going to be using for this. Replace the girl from the first image, but keep the first girl's background, pose, etc. Just swap the two girls, and that's it. Now I'm going to be generating right now, and I'll be right back when this generates. Now that we got the end frame of the video, we're going to be going to CDance 2.0. It's a video generator. It generates images into videos. We're going to be using the prompt that Claude gave us for this video. Here it is. I think you guys don't want me to read this all up for you. We got the last image. We don't need any of this unless we're using another video of another girl in the car. Then we would use the reference video of that girl. The aspect ratio is going to be 9.16, just like the image. Resolution, it should probably be higher, like 1080p, but because this is just an example, I'm just going to be putting it at the default 720p. Duration can be as long as you want, up to 15 seconds. I'm just using the default as well, because saying again, this is just example. I'm going to be using standard. You can use fast, doesn't really matter. Generate or edit, same thing basically. Now I'm going to be generating the video, and once it generates, it takes a while because it is so cheap. It's going to generate me a perfect video of the girl in the car, and I'll be back with you guys once it generates. The only problem is the last image, because I did not generate a last image. I only generated the starting image. When you guys make this, you should always generate the last image as well. I just skipped that part because it's just an example. It does not have to be perfect for me. But other than that, the video is absolutely perfect. Now we're going to be hopping over to 11 Labs so we can get a text-to-speech voice that we can use over our videos that will make us mega viral, because most of the older guys, they like when the girl speaks so they can hear their young voice, and it just gets them hyped up, if you know what I mean. So we're going to be going to 11 Labs now. Be back in just one moment. Alright, now that we hopped over to 11 Labs, we're going to be generating a text-to-speech voice that's going to go like, I hate young guys so much, they never appear on the first date. This is going to boost the older guys' morale and will force them to comment on the video. So there's more engagement and the video goes viral faster. When you get here, you have to select a voice on text-to-speech. I'm just going to be using the first one. Sounds pretty good.
That sounds so frustrating. I can't believe they don't.
I'm just going to be using that for the example. Here are the settings, just the default settings this time. Then we're going to generate the speech, and I'll be back once it generates. Alright, so now that we generated the audio, we're going to be going back to wave speed so we can make a video of the Asian girl talking of our AI model. So here's the audio that I just generated. It sounds super good.
So much. They never pay on the first date.
It sounds awesome. So in the image, we're just gonna add the face or person of the image to animate. It says here, pretty simple. We add the audio. We do not have to add the mask image. No prompt needed. Resolution, it can be 720p or 480p. I'm just gonna be using 480p because it's an example. See, it doesn't matter. And you're gonna be clicking image to video and using infinite talk, and look how cheap the generation is. It's absolutely crazy. Nothing can top this, and this is the best site for generations, the cheapest generations and the best generations. Again, there's gonna be a link below for this site. It's not even my site. It's just so good, I have to tell it, guys. So once the video generates, I'll come back and we'll review it together. Alright, so now that the video just got edited, here so you guys can see how it came out.
So much. They never pay on the first date.
Looks awesome. Now we're going to be editing it in CapCut. So the first thing you do, you input it, and then you go to text. This is crucial. You add default text, slide it over here, make it so it goes over the whole video. You always have to check that so you don't mess up. Then you go top right, you type something like whatever she said.
I hate younger guys so much. They never pay on the first date.
Make it like, this is why older guys are better. Go over here, slide that up, make it symmetrical. Then we go down here to preset style. Now we have all these styles for free. You can choose which one. You can make it look cool, whatever color you want, neon, whatever fits the video theme. But the most simple one is the first one. It just makes it kind of bold and with that black outline, so it pops out better. Now that is all we have to do. This is what the final video looks like.
They never pay on the first date.
Then we go to export. Now, the most crucial thing is that the resolution is at 4K and the FPS is at 60. And it doesn't even matter if the quality is good, but when the Instagram metadata reads the metadata of this video, it has to know that you poured your hard-earned time into this video and made it high quality, high FPS, 4K 60 FPS, and then they will push out to more people because they'll think it's a very good quality video. So now that we export that, we'll be moving on to the next part. See you guys in the next part. Alright, so now that we have the video edited, everything is done. We have the passport photos, everything is finished, so we can start earning right now. Now I'm gonna go through a step-by-step on how to start a FanView account for absolutely free. This is where you're gonna earn all your money through PPVs, through subs. Subs don't really matter. Their subscribers are just there to filter out the people who won't pay anything. So it doesn't have to be high. You can make it the lowest. But yeah, I'm gonna click start earning, no code, country. We're gonna go USA. Let me just find it. Don't know why Serbia. United States. Even though it's an AI creator, we're going to be clicking human creator. Content will be of yourself with no use of AI tools. What kind of content are we? 18 plus content, because that's what we're doing. We don't want to get banned. Now, because my girl is an Asian girl, yours doesn't have to be. It was just very generic. It's going to be Mia Cho. The handle can be like this. Just a hint that she's young, because that's what the older guys want, if you know what I mean. Continue. So your price, we're just gonna do the minimum, 3.9. Verify identity. Now this is super easy. It's not hard. You don't even have to be a girl. Just so they know somebody real is making this account, you can do that on your phone. Here it goes. I'm gonna go edit. I'm gonna go verify it. I'll be right back. Alright, so now that we are verified and logged in, this is our account. Now, we're going to edit. We're going to go profile info. Current location doesn't matter. The whales don't care. The bio, Claude generated me this. Art student with a sketchbook full of secrets that elits something secretive, gets them going. Late night study sessions, coffee stained canvases, and a lot on my mind. Come chat with me. I love getting to know my subscribers. Exclusive art, behind the scenes life, and more waiting aside. Subscribe and let's talk. So the key thing is to getting them to talk. They want to talk with you. They want that parasocial relationship with you. They want to feel welcome. They want to feel noticed because that's what the older guys want because they're probably just sitting in their houses. They don't know what to do. They have their pension. They want to spend their retirement money, and you're the person they're gonna spend it on. So when they chat with you, you can send PPV pictures. Those are pay-per-view images. Maybe they want you in some type of pose, if you know what I mean. Then you're gonna do that pose for them, but it's gonna be behind a paywall that they will pay for. That's where you make all of your money from. Well, not all of it, but 90% of it. The subscriptions are the least paying. As I said, is just like a wall, and the only people with keys are people who are already willing to spend some money on you. So you won't have to hassle with any brokies who just are there to talk and won't spend any money. And once we save this, then we're gonna go back to profile. We're gonna go to edit. We're gonna add the image. Here we go. Now this loading. Now doesn't matter. It's loaded. Now going on to the next part. So you guys know how to chat, how to get the most money out of them, how to drain them dry, and how to get rich. See you guys in the next part. Bye. Alright, so here's the start to my chatting script that I have in my course. The course will be in the description. It is a highly detailed chatting script that hundreds of people use in our course. They make thousands of dollars every day because of it. It has everything in it, and let's get down to it. So this is the phase where we actually start generating revenue. So you need to pay close attention. I'll just be reading over this, and then I'll explain in more detail so you guys understand. What I'm sharing with you is the result of over a year and a half of hands-on experience, including months where I handled this entirely on my own before successfully outsourcing it. While the ultimate goal, and keep attention, is to delegate this process, I cannot emphasize this enough. You must do this yourself in the beginning. So, what that means is the reason you have to start chatting in the beginning is so you have that foundation. You need to know at least something about it. You can't just read our scripts and just copy paste and that's it. Because not every situation is the same. You have our scripts for cross reference and that is it. Yes, you can sometimes have the exact question and the exact answer on our scripts, but that is not the point of them. Now, general psychology. The most important concept to grasp is this. If a subscriber simply wanted to see a naked woman, free adult sites are just a click away. What they're actually paying for on OnlyFans is a sense of intimacy, exclusivity, and personalized attention from the creator. Always remember your core mantra. Now, you're selling pixels. You're selling a customized emotional experience. What this means, I think it's pretty simple, but I'll just explain it for the people who don't get it right away. Most of the whales, 80% of them, they have so much money. They could go out, pay some girl outside to do what they want, and that's it. But they know that that girl outside is not there because of them. But here they have that slight chance that you are actually interested in them. And that is the reason why you have to talk to them. You don't send them nudes right away, only if they ask and they want to pay for them. They just want to talk. They want to feel some connection. They want to get away from their wives. They wanna just relax. You have to talk like you're a real person who cares for them. Now, a widespread mistake among agencies is treating every interaction as purely sexual. In reality, many subscribers are driven by a deep craving for female affection and attention. Remembering a small personal detail, like the name of a subscriber's dog, often holds far more value to them than seeing another nude photo, and it is exactly these details that convince them to spend big. Now, this is also pretty simple. It's similar to what I just said. You need to remember things about them. If they realize that you actually paid close attention to the stuff they were saying, you weren't just typing like a robot, they will fall heads over. They'll spend all their money on you. They're going to be in a parasocial relationship with you. You're going to drain them dry. No more retirement funds for them. Back to the real world. Now, naturally, you will still encounter guys who are purely there because they saw a girl on Instagram and just want to share without clothes. However, building genuine, authentic connections is a true secret to maximizing your revenue. Now, that is similar to what I just said as well, but the thing is, even if you realize they're there just to see the nude pictures, it doesn't matter. You should keep on chatting to them because if they bought the subscription, it means they have money to spend. So if you actually form a genuine, authentic connection, they might actually buy some PPVs. They might start talking to you more. They might actually fall in love with you and think they're in a relationship with you, a parasocial relationship. Now that is it for that part. Okay guys, that is the end of the Claude tutorial. I hope you guys learned so much from this as it is free and you didn't have to pay anything for it. Now, I do have a course that you guys can pay and have more in-depth information and make your money faster and over time make more money. You'll make your money back in the first couple weeks, guaranteed. But that is the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below if you have any questions and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.